What made AEW the right move when you signed there 3 years ago?
I think the biggest thing was at the time I had left been fired from WWE.
For the second time,
For the
right?
second time. Ooh. Whatever. Won't be the last time. No. I think the biggest thing was, at first when I'd left WWE, I just signed my deal with Twisted Metal. There was initially a little bit of interest again from WWE and maybe redoing it, but at that point, I had started talking with AEW and speaking with Tony and understanding kind of what he was looking to do at the time, and really being able to work out my filming schedule. It just was a really nice fit.
Being released twice is not something that people want to have to deal with, right? And given that you are able to do all these different types of roles, behind the camera, in front of the camera, etc., I do have to ask you, how did you feel about that, and what was your mentality going through that?
At this point in my career and what I've done, the second release, my going back to WWE was majorly because of the people that I've worked with and the relationships that I built in the company, and namely two people in Triple H and William Regal. Triple H obviously dealing with his situation, which I knew about and was way more concerned about than my employment. And Regal, his departure, I knew that the writing was on the wall for me, which is fine. We were a big collective team and a big think tank within the company, and they went a different way.
Samoa Joe's decision to leave WWE and sign with All Elite Wrestling. This isn't just another contract story. This is about a wrestling legend who sent a clear message to WWE by choosing Tony Khan's vision over a potential WWE return. From his shocking debut at ROH Supercard of Honor to becoming AEW World Champion, Joe's journey has been nothing short of spectacular.
25 years into the biz now, do you think about how much longer you want to do this for?
Yeah, I do, a lot. It's probably coming sooner than later, which is fine. I think a lot of people from my generation, from what I've seen, if they have the ability, we've done our best to kind of save up, and we definitely don't want to outstay our welcome, because, we may have been privy to a few people who may have done that in their careers, so I definitely don't want to be that guy in mind.
Do you have an age in mind?
I think it's just really based on when my contract runs out.
Stick around as we break down exactly why Samoa Joe chose AEW, what WWE had to say about it, and how this decision changed the landscape of professional wrestling forever. Let's get into it. Let's set the scene. January 2022, Samoa Joe finds himself released from WWE for the second time in his career. And yes, you heard that right. The second time. But here's where it gets interesting. Joe wasn't sitting around waiting for WWE to call him back. He had just signed a deal to star in Peacock's Twisted Metal series, taking on the iconic role of Sweet Tooth. The timing couldn't have been more perfect. According to Joe himself, in a recent interview with Chris Van Vliet, WWE did show interest in bringing him back. But by that point, he was already in deep conversations with Tony Khan and All Elite Wrestling. Joe stated, "There was initially a little bit of interest again from WWE and maybe redoing it, but at that point, I had started talking with AEW.
And there was initially a little bit of interest again from WWE and maybe redoing it, but at that point, I had started talking with AEW and, speaking with Tony and understanding kind of what he was looking to do at the time, and really being able to work out my filming schedule. It just was a really nice fit.
The key factor? Tony Khan's vision and the flexibility to work around his filming schedule. It was a perfect fit, both personally and professionally. This wasn't just about wrestling anymore. This was about building a multifaceted career in entertainment. April 1st, 2022. ROH Supercard of Honor. The wrestling world was about to witness something special. In what can only be described as a mic drop moment, Samoa Joe made his surprise appearance confronting Jay Lethal and choking out AEW producer Sanjay Dutt right in the middle of the ring. The crowd went absolutely insane.
And look at Joe tuning up Kip Sabian here! The former world champion is back, Samoa Joe! And there goes Nick Wayne!
This wasn't just a debut, this was a statement. After nearly 8 months away from the ring since his last match at NXT TakeOver 36 in August 2021, the Samoan submission machine was back, and he was coming for blood. Social media exploded. WWE fans were stunned, AEW fans were ecstatic, and the question on everyone's mind was, How did Tony Khan pull this off? Just 5 days later, on April 6th, Joe made his official AEW Dynamite in-ring debut in Boston, Massachusetts, facing Max Caster in an Owen Hart Foundation tournament qualifier. And true to form, Joe picked up the victory with his devastating muscle-buster finishing move.
Brace. Jay Lethal. Business just picked up.
The message was clear. Samoa Joe wasn't just joining AEW to collect a paycheck. He was here to dominate, to elevate, and to prove that leaving WWE was the right decision all along. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Why would someone with Joe's WWE history choose AEW? Was it just about money, creative freedom, or something deeper?
Unbelievable.
When it comes to the two competitors in our opening matchup is Kazarian. Oh, went flying off the apron, and Joe just walks away with disdain.
Yeah, those left hands in the corner. And now Tony needs nobody home.
Joe says, see you later, buddy. Yeah.
He's seen too much.
Oh, Kitty King caught nothing but canvas on the way down.
Go back in the house.
Danielson up top. Penta up top on the other side. Both men going for missile drop kicks. Joe out of the way.
Joe bringing the physicality. The boot by Van Dam, and as he springs out of the corner, Joe just moves away, and Van Dam crashes and burns. Talked earlier about the power game from Magnus. Getting from Joe, but Joe able to turn it around. Fires Kaz off, and then as Kaz springs off the middle rope, Joe just walks away, and Kaz catches nothing.
According to Joe, it came down to 3 major factors. When WWE showed interest in bringing him back, Joe had already begun meaningful conversations with Tony Khan. Sometimes in life, timing is everything. WWE's interest came too late. Tony Khan presented Joe with a clear vision of what his role would be in AEW. This wasn't about being just another name on the roster. Khan wanted Joe to be a cornerstone, a champion, a leader, and that's exactly what happened.
How are you feeling about other companies scheduling events on top of and around yours on a consistent basis?
It's pretty consistent. I'd say it's the most consistent event head-to-head scheduling I've seen since Jim Crockett Promotions. Saw a lot of scheduling that went that way, and I can tell you this would go a lot differently than that did, Mark.
This is the part that doesn't get talked about enough. Joe's acting career was taking off with Twisted Metal. AEW was willing to work around his filming schedule in a way that made sense for both parties. It was collaborative, not demanding. Joe himself said it best. Speaking with Tony and understanding kind of what he was looking to do at the time, and really being able to work out with my filming schedule, it just was a really nice fit.
Speaking with Tony and understanding kind of what he was looking to do at the time, and really being able to work out with my filming schedule, it just was a really nice fit.
And let's be real, the results speak for themselves. After joining AEW in April 2022, Joe held the ROH World TV Championship for a record-setting reign and captured the AEW World Championship. Try to tell me that wasn't the right decision. Now, you might be wondering, how did WWE respond to losing one of their most respected veterans to the competition? While WWE didn't make any official statement on Twitter or through press releases specifically about Joe's departure, their actions spoke volumes. The wrestling community noticed that WWE had let go of tremendous talent during their roster cuts, and Joe was one of many who found success elsewhere. What's fascinating is that Joe never looked back with bitterness. In interviews, he's maintained respect for WWE, acknowledging that it was simply time for a new chapter. This wasn't about burning bridges, it was about building new ones. And here's something that often gets overlooked. Joe's move to AEW opened the door for other former WWE talent to see the company as a legitimate destination, not just an alternative. His success paved the way for others to follow.
When it comes to the two competitors in our opening matchup is Kazarian. Oh, went flying off the apron, and Joe just walks away with disdain.
Yeah, those left hands
Left hands
in the
exactly.
corner. And now Tony Nese, nobody home.
Joseph, see you later, buddy. Yeah, he's seen too much.
Oh, Kenny King caught nothing but candy.
Joe's mentorship of talents like Hook and his work with Samoa Joe's championship reign showed that AEW wasn't just signing him for his name, they were investing in his ability to help build the future of the company. So there you have it, wrestling fans. Samoa Joe's move from WWE to AEW wasn't just a contract signing, it was a statement about the evolution of professional wrestling. It showed that success isn't defined by one company, that talent has power in negotiating their futures, and that sometimes the best career moves come from taking calculated risks. Was it the right decision? With an AEW World Championship, a record-breaking ROH TV Championship reign, and a thriving acting career, I think the answer is pretty clear. What do you think? Was Samoa Joe right to choose AEW over a potential WWE return? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button and subscribe for more wrestling content. Until next time, keep it locked, and remember, in wrestling as in life, sometimes the best move is the one nobody sees coming. Peace out.
That hurt. It's unfortunate, and I don't like to bring it up too much, and I don't take breaks. Since I've been in WWE, I've literally taken 0 days off. I've never asked for time off because I've been hurting. Yeah, it just burns.
I know. We just gotta.
All right, Doc. All right, Doc.
Let's clean it out. All right, we got it.
I got it.
Feeling a little better? No.
Give me the water. Even with the numbers game. No. Even with the numbers game, he's got to go for my eye.
Take it easy. Sit back down.
I'm going to rip his heart out.
Let's take care of this. Let's check on
All right, go.
Ready?
Stop.
One of WWE's top stars, Damian Priest, the former World Heavyweight Champion, has revealed some shocking details about his current condition, and WWE has sent a clear message by forcing him to work a dramatically reduced schedule in 2025. This is a story about sacrifice, injuries, and what happens when a superstar pushes their body to the absolute limit. Let's break it down. Let's start with the facts. Damian Priest has been one of WWE's most reliable workhorses over the past few years. In 2023, he wrestled an incredible 100 matches. In 2024, he competed 76 times while holding the World Heavyweight Championship and feuding with the Judgment Day. But in 2025, only 24 matches so far. That's a massive drop-off. We're talking about a reduction of over 70% from his peak workload. And here's the thing, this wasn't the Priest's decision. This was WWE management stepping in and saying enough is enough. During a recent appearance on the Delivering Happiness podcast, Priest opened up about why he's been taking a step back, and what he revealed is both concerning and eye-opening. In his own words, Damian Priest revealed the extent of his injuries. Let me read you this direct quote. "It's unfortunate, and I don't like to bring it up too much. And I don't take breaks. Since I've been in WWE, I've literally taken 0 days off. I've never asked for time off because I've been hurting."
It's unfortunate, and I don't like to bring it up too much, and I don't take breaks. Since I've been in WWE, I've literally taken 0 days off. I've never asked for time off because I've been hurting.
Think about that for a second. 0 days off. Never asked for time off despite being injured. This is the warrior mentality that defines WWE superstars, but it's also incredibly dangerous. Priest continued, "I tore my shoulder a couple of times within the last year and a half. My knees are banged up. My back is, oof. I need a lot of work done."
tore my shoulder a couple times within the last year and a half. My knees are banged up. My back is, oof. I need a lot of work done.
Multiple torn shoulders, damaged knees, back problems, and yet the priest kept going. He explained his mindset. I choose to not get surgery because if I don't have to, I won't. Let's do rehab and just keep me in the game, coach, type of thing.
I choose to not, and because if I don't have to, I won't, and I'll just, I'll figure it out. Like, let's do rehab and then just keep me in the game, coach, type of thing.
This is a man who loves what he does so much that he's willing to work through serious pain, but WWE knew they had to intervene. Here's where WWE deserves credit. They recognized what Priest wouldn't admit to himself. He needed help. Priest explained, the company now this year decided, let's take it easy on him because I've been going hard for a while.
The company now this year decided let's take it easy on him because I've been going hard for a while.
Then came the key statement. This year, I think the company was like, okay, we're happy with you, but we need to make sure you're going to last here. So they've been forcing me to take it easy, put it that way.
This year, I think the company was like, okay, we're happy with you, but you need to make sure you're going to last here. So they've been forcing me to take it easy, put it that way.
WWE is literally forcing him to slow down. Why? Because they want Damian Priest to have a long career, not a short one that ends in permanent injury. This reduced schedule means Priest is still appearing on TV regularly, but he's not performing 5 days in a row like he used to. He's not wrestling nearly as many matches. He's getting the time his body desperately needs to heal through rehabilitation rather than surgery. It's not the easiest thing for a priest. As he said, not the easiest thing to do when you want to just go out there and perform because you love what you do.
Not the easiest thing to do, when you want to just go out there and perform because you love what you do.
But sometimes you need someone to save you from yourself. So where does this leave Damian Priest right now? In the second half of 2025, he was involved in a feud with Aleister Black on Friday Night SmackDown. Recently, we saw the Terror Twins reunion with Rhea Ripley, with Priest and Ripley defeating Black and Zelina Vega in mixed tag team action. The Priest is still performing, but on a schedule that allows his body to recover. And importantly, he's optimistic about the future. When asked about his plans after the Aleister Black feud, Priest said, I look back to getting to where I was, always in the main event scene and just having fun with my friends again and just going out there and having a good time and being a rock star like I used to.
I look back to getting to where I was, always in the main event scene and, just having fun with my friends again and just going out there and having a good time and being a rock star like I used to.
He added, I took a step back because I'm just trying to heal, but I'm getting there, or I'm pretty much there. So let's go. It's time to go again.
Like I said, I took a step back because I'm just trying to heal. But I'm getting there, or I'm pretty much there. So
good.
Let's go. It's pretty much starting of the year. It's go time again.
The good news? Priest believes he's almost ready to return to full capacity. The rehabilitation approach seems to be working. WWE's decision to force him to take it easy might have saved his career. This story raises important questions about the WWE schedule and wrestler wellness. Yes, WWE superstars are incredibly tough. Yes, they love what they do, but they're also human beings with bodies that can break down.
Dog off the top rope, caught by Priest.
What was that dumbass gonna do? What did he think he was?
Rhea Ripley kicked in the midsection, gonna get herself stopped. Dom's about to go for a ride.
The Priest situation shows us both the problem and the solution. The problem is that wrestlers will often push themselves beyond what's healthy because of their passion and dedication. The solution is a company that cares enough to step in and protect their talent, even when that talent protests. Think about it. WWE could have kept Priest hard. He was willing to work through the pain, but instead, they took the long-term view. They said, we want you here for years to come, not just months. This is similar to what we've seen with other top stars who've had their schedules managed to preserve their health, and it's the right approach. From a business standpoint, it makes sense too. WWE has invested heavily in Damian Priest as a main event talent. Protecting that investment by ensuring his long-term health is smart business.
Crowd, and Hayes is going to try to bail. You've got to bail it. Oh, nice! Priest exposed the arm and attack. And the springboard by Hayes. He drew him in and now gains.
So what's the takeaway here? Damian Priest isn't being punished. His career isn't being